See a lot of people that come into the game now, and no pun intended, but y'all were like a blueprint to how people structure deals, how people look outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, how important is that? Even more so today.
It was everything for me. That was my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
My purpose was to let everybody else eat that wasn't eating that deserved to, and to bully the bully, oppress the oppressor, and always give us self-awareness. Not one second that I was in the music industry did I ever act like I wanted to be with the people that were exploiting the artists.
Right.
The problem always was with the executives was I was like, nah, you're not doing that to the art. And then, you know, what an executive will do is play dirty and snarky and go start lying and do things that you wouldn't do or expect to do, and they just start to make a division between you and the person you're protecting by saying you'll get more money by not listening to them, when actually that money goes to them.
Let me ask you, man, how is it being so-called so unpopular to make sure that others around you were popular?
The funny thing is, number one, I don't care.
Right.
But number two, I feel very popular at all times.
Right.
You know, if I'm the thing that people don't understand, I'm not a rapper, not a singer, not an actor. You know, I'm a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that anyone even cares to me, whether they don't like it or do like it, I mean, on a business level or for a big picture guy, that's really all that counts. Like on a personal level, there's social classes, right? So there's one class that's meant to work for those that don't work. And those that don't work are usually second and third generation. They're born into it. The reason why is those people own things and they pass it. So what they do is they give another class, the working class, distractions, make them hate each other, make them want to do sports and only know how to do like what's lotto. Like we're only programmed to say the only way we get out of a social class to be workers is to be athletes or to be entertainers. And that slot is like lotto. But even in school, they distract you and say, here's every team that can go professional. But there's no like political team. They never show you how to be a politician or how to change a law, or they have singing class and all this other everything to distract you. So, and that's lotto to win at that level. Right. So that means everyone that's trained their whole life to get there, which is 90% of the world, which is the working class, only 1% gets there, and that person that was an entertainer or is they get into the 1%. But only if they sell out and distract everyone else that they were a part of that helped them get where they got to go. And I'm just not down for that pattern. And it's strategic. It's not like, like the way nerds, people that aren't strong, control, people that are strong, like, be like, whatever, like, jump in front of me, I fight. But people that are weak, they have to be strategic about how they control. So brain controls muscle. And that's what's been happening. We've been controlled. We've been programmed to hate each other, kill each other, be happy to have a job, happy to work for someone else, and only happy to be able to take care of yourself. So everybody comes from a place of self-preservation. Everyone's always worried about themselves. And the purpose of love is to love people before you love yourself. But now, look at the way the system is set up. In school, they take your kids from you, and then they tell you, unless you go to college, and this is, the majority of the world, and the majority of the world is the working class. Unless you go to college, which you can't afford, unless you get a loan to go to college, you've done something wrong. So you go to college, you get that loan, and in order to pay off the loan, you got to get a job you don't want. And you still desperate. And in order to buy that house, because you paid that loan, you ain't got no cash. Now you got to get a loan, another loan to get the house. So you always have to be working from backwards. You always have to be worried about yourself. And what I find when I'm around desperate people is they're all right with I got to do what I got to do to eat. They sometimes justify doing things that are not honorable to survive. So, everyone's always in a place of fear, a place of backpedaling and self-preservation, and that's the problem. The test is to love others before you love yourself, and that's what a real boss does. The test is to think about the future, not the present. The present is only dictated by what you did in your past. So you got to start planning. It's chess, not checkers. And that's really what I've always preached.
And I understand that, bro. Why did you why?
And that's the power of the 1%. And that's the pattern of it. So I hope you guys understand that and subscribe to Onecraknews. And if you're seeing this, don't forget to hit the Cash App up and make a donation to the page. Karceno's the name on the Cash App. Thank you for your time.